IO. Still a hero without IO.
Not a big fan, I gotta say.
Okay.
It could be a mid gyro though.
Pretty good in lane against Pengo, would you say? Like, if you played the Pengo off lane against Gyro, like you just kind of get ran down by rocket barrage and stuff.
Yeah, it's hard.
Homing missile too, like you get a value point in that early on.
Especially because Gyro is going to be paired up with either Shadow Shaman or Ogre. Probably Ogre.
Yeah.
So it's really hard. Another stun. Meepo ban.
I like that ban. That's of course one of the...
With such a great Storm Spirit game.
Well, I think if you're FNATIC, you kind of have to address that pick a bit. You've got Searing Chains, but
that's not enough.
You have no way. You don't have good ways to push out lanes either. It's you need some more catch. At least I would assume so. I don't know what other crazy picks they might have in mind. Meepo would have been pretty damn good this game.
Yeah, especially with Dazzle. The bomb is insane.
Yeah. None of their heroes really deal well with Meepo.
5 seconds.
I feel like they need a stun, any kind of stun. Sven is still in the pool.
Yeah, that's the thing. Ember can go mid or safe lane here, so they can consider very out. We talked about him being one of the heroes of this tournament, and he's going to come out. They're looking to hit this early game timing, perhaps. Who is playing the Dazzle, though, is the question. Is it going to be a core 4 position? We don't actually know because of the names. You can check on yours, though. You can tell me. Your names work. Do apologize to the viewers. You guys have to... Oh, no, your names also don't work.
they don't work.
Oh, well, we can maybe do some profile investigating. I mean, we'll know by the items and who's core and support, presumably. Do you like the output?
I thought they needed a different hero, but they can play it fast with Alchemist. Right. Even though they don't have the hero that deals with the Storm Spirit, and every single time I see a free Storm Spirit game, it's a no-brainer for me. They have a lot of... I mean, they can play around it if there's a lot of sustain with Alchemist, Dazzle. The problem is he's a food for Storm Spirit.
Oh, yeah. I guess you talk about free Storm games, but I feel like Alk sometimes fits in that category as well. If you have a game where it's a free Alk game and you can't contest his jungle around that, you talked about like the minute 7 to 10 stage where he just free farms, like it can very quickly get out of control as well. And they don't have the best in heroes to invade his jungle. Like I wouldn't consider Shaman and Ogre these like active supports that want to move around the map a whole lot.
I have to disagree on that one.
Okay.
Like a lot of stuns, slows, also Storm Spirit once he hits level 6. I think he's gonna also force the Alchemist out of the lane pre level 6.
Alright.
Because Storm Spirit has high armor, so he does not mind sitting in acid spray.
That's a good point. We'll see how things unravel here. The last pick, Alchemist, FNATIC going for it. Not quite as popular as maybe some people expected this Alchemist. I was hearing talks of, oh man, we're going to see Alk every game. And we've saw 1 or 2 at the start of the day, but it hasn't been like Mirana. Mirana's like, Mirana, Enchantress, I feel like those are kind of heroes we're seeing every single game.
Seven wins in a row as AA.
16-4 in his last 20. I mean, he likes the old AA. So, here we go. We hop ourselves in. Game 1 of this 2-game series. Some people don't like when you call 2-game series best of 2s.
Why not?
Best of, implies there's a winner. Like, if it's 1-1, then it's not like there's a best of. I don't know. It's just like the nature. Normally, it's like if it's best of something, it's like you're going to have a winner at the end. I don't know. It's people who are being sticklers, They need to loosen their belts a bit and let us call them best of 2. Hello.
Oh, can misses the swashbuckle. Has that orb of venom. Dazzle, poison touch. Yeah, that's
kill, right?
Looks like the first bloodlust.
Movement speed. Is this going to be enough with the body blocks? I think it is. They actually may lose the Pengo here. It's going to be close. First blood goes to the Centaur. Woo. Nice turnaround, that bloodlust.
300 gold for a Centaur. Basically didn't do anything. He also collected 3 retaliate charges.
So that's a...
Normally.
Are we, gentlemen, we done? We're good? We're good? Okay. Thank you. Please, players, be respectful of us casting here. Well, that's interesting little lane here. We're going to see the fighting continue as both teams want these bounty runes. Gyro with a level 1 flat cannon for some AoE damage, and Ogre Gets jumped on here. The body blocks as well. They really want to get this Ogre. I think he realizes he's done for.
He's buying everything. Buy another TP before you die. That's it.
Spend his gold. And they did some good damage. That doesn't feel like too bad of a death. He's just going to TP right back in. He can even bring items for his gyrocopter. Some extra regen, I believe.
Magic stick.
Sure. Doesn't have to go to the side shop. That's kind of nice. And it does look like it's a core Dazzle. I think this is Ice 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 on the Dazzle, because looking at where Pango is.
And Pango wants the suicide. This is the place you don't want to be at. Like, you're half HP, you only have 3 tangos, you're not going to be using Courier anytime soon, so if you just bought a Flask and Clarity, you're going to TP back.
It is still split between the 2 players, so I guess the damage had been done recently enough. It wasn't the entire 5 players splitting the gold. Not much gold going their way anyway. Get some CS up. So we'll be dual lanes though, as AA is going to be playing the top lane, Pango down here with the Dazzle. And yes, the D for DJ.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Centaur with that early first blood is going to be rushing a ring of health, it looks like. So he should have a pretty good lane considering he got first blood gold.
You do not want to hit Centaur early on. There's a stun. Has 6 retaliate charges.
Centaur would hit you though. As the AA with that slow coming in from the Chilling Touch keeps the Ember alive. Saw Jabs playing this Ember Spirit earlier today against EG. They won the game, but he did have a pretty rough time. He had to play a lot of catch-up that game, and it was much more Abed's Medusa that kind of did the heavy lifting. So
Look at the mid lane. 11-7 against 3 CS for Alchemist. Roy is playing this lane so well.
He's being an absolute bully. Getting all these denies in the acid spray as well. Is he going to get this one as well? No, didn't quite have the damage. And he's going to find himself an Arcane Rune. Holy cow, he is crushing
almost
it.
Has enough to buy a full bottle. 2 minutes in.
15-9. 9 denies. This is out with a Quelling Blade, right? Yeah. This is a lane Abed is being outplayed, and this should not be this one-sided in terms of CS. He's trying to go in, but he's just constantly getting nuked and slowed down.
He might actually kill him.
Has the salve, he's popping it, he's going for the right clicks here, the acid comes in as well, he gets the kill and dies. That is a good outcome
but look at the
overall.
trade. I mean, he got the XP, but he gave away almost 500 gold to Alchemist.
Yeah. The XP advantage may allow him to continue to dominate this lane. Typically, like we saw CCNC earlier, when you get that solo kill mid if you're low, you do want to die. But yeah, with the gold advantage, you fed away a lot of gold in return. Let's look at the net worth, just for a second. 1,800 to 1,500, so it's only a 300 net worth advantage despite the crushing CS difference, so it may not be quite as worth it as you'd think.
Oh, this brings memories. Gyro's item build.
Oh, yeah.
RIP Ring of Aquila.
Oh, it was one fantastic. No more. The kills down bottom. Dazzle. As the poison touch hits both here, but it's going to be DJ. A bit of trouble here on the Pango. Both these heroes getting very, very low.
Pew, 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 pew.
Pops the salve and it gets cancelled, and there will be a kill going the way of the Ogre Magi.
Another rune spawned on top. They need to control the runes because Storm's Fury got that early bottle. Someone needs to move from the lane and try to get it. Also, they're going to need to contest the bounty runes since you have Alchemist in the team.
And right now, VG Gaming should be able to do so. It feels like they are the ones winning most of these lanes. So if they can continue to bully the lanes and secure bounty runes, that'd be
Centaur
fantastic.
almost has full hood. 50 gold away.
Yeah. Ember, it's getting some good CS up here at least, but AA Dude is just being zoned by this Shaman. He's trying to get some wards down, I want to say. He's got these 2 orbs that he just can't plant, and he doesn't want to plant them in vision because, you know, obviously they can get dewarded.
This could be one of the fastest hood purchases. 4
That's
minutes,
where you
30
at.
seconds.
Bounty runes coming up. I think both teams realizing how important they are with Alchemist in the game. FNATIC want to grab these. Instead, they're going to go. They realize Gyrocopter's alone. They only get the one bounty rune. The Storm comes rotating in bottom. Once again to kill the Ice Dazzle. Has got the point in the grave. Mana for a TP is there, but he can't use it because of the Fire Blast. And it will be a kill with the homing missile as it's not even needed. Gyro gets that last right click in. And Alchemist already finding himself in the jungle. Does find himself some nice little mud golems here. And what? Okay.
I love the build on a Centaur on the top lane. He actually goes for double edge, 3 points in it, since he has a hood. Yeah. Nice done by Yang.
Having the fast double edge when you're not taking damage to yourself works out really nicely. And just, yeah, if you're not being right-clicked in lane, the retaliate, going for that 1-1-3 doesn't feel as good when you're just, yeah, not building up quite as many stacks as you would normally build up. 6-minute runes coming up, and you ask for them to control these runes against Storm. Unfortunately, Ori once again finds the rune, but Jabs rotating in to contest the top one gets his team a kill. Back in the bottom river. Ogre walking on through. He's a beefy boy though, not much they can do about him. And
I play a lot of position 4 Pango, and this is the tough spot for him because he died 3 times. I mean, he suicided once, didn't get any kills. Like, you want to get a kill on Pango. You do not want to give it to your off lane because once you get that Javelin, also they picked up only 1 bounty rune.
They went in, they'll look to the AA here, who did get kept alive by the Dazzle. Gugu's still in trouble with this homing missile. Might be enough damage. It's going to be close here. Ice doesn't have a grave as a result. And Ogre gets the right click under the tower. They lose the Dazzle as well. And Vici Gaming are just annihilate FNATIC in this laning stage. 8 kills in 7 minutes. And they're going to find some alchemy stacks. Ori comes in with the 4 points in the overload. Couple of remnants and a regen rune. He is going to be a-okay to steal all of this farm, and he's going to take the medium camp as well for good measure. Ogre's getting some good deep wards down. They are well and truly putting FNATIC on the back foot here. This
is when Alchemist is most vulnerable. So you need to go to his jungle, just find him. You don't necessarily need to kill him. Like, Ogre can just go and follow him. Make someone do a rotation, and they already cleared his stacks. He thinks it's blocked.
The Storm wasn't even looking to kill him. The Storm used this regen route to farm the entire Alk jungle. The 7-minute newts, both these camps, plus the camps up here, have been farmed by Ori.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You don't necessarily need to kill him. Just make him waste time, because he's flash farming. 3 points in Grievel's Greed at this point.
Back at top. Double Edge immediately removes the Flame Guard. Have fun with that one. And yeah, Alchemist is just not finding any good homes. He's going into the enemy jungle now as a result. And I think they know this.
Yeah.
They're pinging. Radiant Ward gets dropped. He's going to see the acid. And yeah, they found it. They de-ward that Dire Observer Ward, and now the chase is on. He's got no TP for 25 seconds. Will they chase him all the way in? Yeah, they're going to get vision of him. They see him. Courier. Elgato scouts him out, and they know exactly where he is. They surround him. And there we go. Abed knows his fate.
Tip Elgato right now. Tip him.
Best courier in Dota 2. Might be a little bit biased, but you know. No surprise Vici Gaming are on top of the world with that courier.
So Centaur just building some stacks. Has a lot of HP regen, almost 14 per second.
This is Alcus is struggling to find a place to farm. You don't really want to lane this Alcus at this stage. This is where you want to be jungling because you farm faster there, but where is safe? Remember, rotating towards the mid lane, runs into this Storm Spirit, and man, Ori is just a beast at this point in the game. Very hard to deal with and fight into. Gets the pull here. He's gonna force Jabs away. Does have these fire remnants. Really wants to force him out, and 1 or 2 more right clicks. Ooh, comes close again to kill Ori. Needs to be a little bit careful. Radiant Vision continuing to sky. I like this Observer Ward. It doesn't block the camp, and it's also not in range of this hill. So if they put a sentry on that hill, it won't successfully de-ward it.
Alchemist needs to find his place. He's stacking the camp. They need to pick up at least 2 bounties, but that's not going to happen because Vici Gaming is just controlling the top part of the map right now.
They'll get 1 of the 4 once again. Ember does find an extra rune as well to refill his bottle. An Alchemist with those stacks at least gets himself a decent, maybe 1,000 gold or so with the Grievel's Greed. Back at bottom. Uh-oh, Dazzle going down. And you mentioned Alki finding a place in the game. I feel like Dazzle's the same thing. This is a core Dazzle, and doesn't really feel like there's a clear place for Ice. I think the idea was that this is a hero that could have a very strong laning stage, but it did not work out that way at all.
He's the hero that easily snowballs. I mean, you heal the creep wave, push the tower, especially with the siege creep timings.
Dubu. The scan, they knew who was up there still, and this will be an easy kill. Centaur, he claims it for himself. Alchemist still farming this jungle, under enemy vision. I think Radiant don't seem too content to worry. I mean, they're kind of just leaving him be for now. You know, they've done their job slowing him down. It's already 11 minutes in, and he's only seeing on 2k gold. This is going to be one of the slowest Radiants in a while, but they are immediately gunning for him now that he's had a bit of time to farm, and
they're stealing a lot of his creep camps.
Pengu's hit level 6 now with, I believe, the help of those experienced combs and AA. Level 5.5. They'd love to get the Ice Blast off and start looking to make some plays. I feel like the other 4 heroes just need to fight while the Alchemist farms at this point.
They should try to take a fight with the Pangolier ulti, but ideally you want to have AA on top of that.
Here they go, it may just be an Ogre, but they are going to look to initiate it, but Stampede is there, helping them run away. Going for the Ogre, who's incredibly tanky, and that disengage from the Stampede means the entire Rolling Thunder is just wasted.
And that's their team fight. Now they can't take it.
Yep. Whereas Radiant, even though Stampede was used, it feels like they sure as hell can still team fight. It's a Hood Centaur, it's a Gyrocopter cooldown, and Serpent Wards are going to be dropped just to make sure they secure this Q1 mid. Looking for the 9, not going to happen. Fade with the early Serpent Wards usage will find his team a tower.
A lot of people would probably ask themselves, alright, why did he use Serpent Wards there? But they had AA ulti on them, and they just wanted to secure the tower, get the gold.
Yeah. There's not like an obvious place to use it elsewhere right now as well. You're not playing around this bottom side of the map where FNATIC have more control. So you're not going to use it for that tier 1 tower, so there wasn't like a easy follow-up place for it. But they are going to smoke up, so maybe this is where they're going to wish they still had it. Ember, he's in Viz. Oh, they pretend they don't see him. What a sneaky little play.
What did you learn?
Nice attempt from Yang on the Centaur there.
Look at Ori. He's keeping the bounty rune in the bottle.
Oh,
extra value.
Wait as long as possible before you pop it.
Get that interest.
Stupendous.
There we go, pops down now, and Vici Gaming, 13 minutes in, 5k gold. They are taking no prisoners here in game 1 of this 2-game series. It is looking like a very slow, quiet start for FNATIC. This last pick, Alchemist, being put under a ton of pressure. You kind of questioned how much space and room he's going to have, and given how that mid lane went, he was so far behind, he's not found any way
they
to catch
see
up.
him.
Bottom lane, ball in from Ori. Going to go for the Tango, who is going for the Rolling Thunder out. 1 or 2 more right clicks.
They also have the vision of Alchemist.
Mention they see it. There's going to be a stampede into a
huge
hex.
kill.
He was so close to his Radiance as well. And Vici Gaming, boy oh boy, this team doing what EG could not, and that is putting FNATIC under all kinds of pressure to come back from behind here in game number 1.
Serpent Wards are up, bottom tower should fall with that. Ogre. I mean, oh, look at the Ogre. He's 316.
He's got 10
has mana
armor,
boots already,
Yep.
10 armor.
1200 health. He's just going up on the high ground by himself. Like, okay, let's go see who's here. I'm not afraid. 15-minute bounty runes coming up, and this time around Vici say, we're not settling for 3 runes. We want all 4. They scan and everything. Top lane, it looks like Ember may be able to secure 1. He is going for 2. Yeah, it looks like FNATIC have actually managed to recognize that this top side of the map is a bit safer.
is under attack.
So 2 bounty runes for the Alchemist. That's going to get him up to Radiance. But wow, what a 15-minute Radiance. This is, as far as Alchemists go, a late timing. Still top net worth, but you not want to be down net worth when you're playing on the team with Alchemist.
Can you quote me, please?
With Alchemist, something 10k gold lead, you know? You don't feel good if you don't have a 10k gold lead. I don't know what it was.
That's
Sorry.
it.
You're not very quotable, Gus. Or maybe I'm just terrible at remembering quotes. You miss every gold you don't farm. I don't know. Something like that. That sounds like an out quote. But here we have it. FNATIC. They're going to have to... It feels like they're going to have to fight their way back into this game. You can't just sit farming. Oh, Blink. Hope some. DJ still leading. And here comes the fight. The Stampede to disengage. They're actually going to get Hex on the high ground here. The A is incredibly low, but with the Ice Blast damage, they take out the Centaur. They want more, but they're not going to get it.
Storm Spirit did not want to fully commit. He's going to pop that regen now.
Well, is he going to go back in? They leave the Shaman to die. I think going back in with this regen probably not the play, although he's going for the backlight. He's going to get one. He's going to... Thought he was going to go for 2 there.
Oh, that ward.
Yeah.
Dire's structures are
They
fortified.
maybe know it's here now. It's being pinged,
Radiant
but
structures are
I love these
fortified.
little stamps on the ground.
Dire's top tower is fortified.
Ori is so far. He almost has the same amount of farm as Alex. This is insane. He's about to finish his Orchid, the solo pickup.
Tower is under attack.
He can solo kill anyone.
Dire's top tower
Yep.
is under attack.
They have no defensive items whatsoever.
It's just level 1 grave, so even if Dazzle's sitting behind him, he has to be incredibly close to use that grave.
Is under attack.
This is a great showing from Ori. He is the one that set his team up for success with that great mid lane where he came out on top against Alchemist, and since then it's just been such an active force. See what VG Gaming look to continue to do. They're just farming the entire map. Gyrocopter's playing up where the enemy tier 2 tower once was.
They have 2 big items coming to them. A full BKB on Gyro and Orchid on that Storm Spirit. When Pango is doing that, you know the game is not going well. Been there, done that.
Yeah, just sit in the trees, spam animation canceling it. Yeah, pinging the Centaur. Back, they do still have vision of him. They're rolling Thunder right away, going for the Stampede. Can't blink with the Poison Touch on him. And it's also on cooldown, more importantly.
Storm Spirit, smoke. That's gonna be that Ember.
The Orchid, that's the reveal. It's a BKB rush coming from the Ember, but he is not that close to it right now. Back at bottom though. Alchemist, he's been graved up, but he's trapped under the surfboards and the shackle. That's going to be another easy kill. 2 kills going the way of VG Gaming. They're just running a train through FNATIC right now. Absolutely nothing going FNATIC's way. 8k gold lead. 18 minutes in the game, and tower after tower is falling.
Can you multicast Quelling Blade?
I have
Because I heard the sound.
clue whatsoever.
What, you killed
Like,
the Sentry
chop-
and the Obs? I'm not sure.
Dire's top tower
Maybe.
is under attack.
Let us know. I'm sure someone out there knows. Tweet at the box. Could you
Dire's
chop
bottom
multiple
tower
trees
is
at
under
once when you
attack.
use the trees? Or chop like a tree next to it?
Multicast and then kill multiple wards, like kill Sentry and Obs.
That's the tree and protector kind. You just
Dire's bottom
multicast
tower is under
Quelling Blade
attack.
his entire trees.
To be honest, I don't think you can, but it would be really funny if you could.
It doesn't sound like something you could, but yeah, I agree. It's got a urn now. You can't multicast urn either, right? I assume you can't. I don't know. Can you multicast urn?
Radiant are scanning.
That's a good question.
But then you use up all your charges. Storm. What a smoke.
I don't think you're gonna multicast it.
They find him. In the jungle they go and they pick him off. it's not going to immediately translate to an objective, but that's kind of what FNATIC need right now. Is just whatever kills they can get, and ideally the bigger the better. And Storm is as big as it gets for him.
Man, this Centaur pick completely ruined Pango's game. and
Yeah.
and I mean, we can add the bad laning stage for Pangolier.
What did you
For the Blink Hoof Stomp doesn't find the Ember mid. Noki, Radiant's BKB comes out of the smoke. He doesn't want to smoke with his team. And they believe they saw this. They have a Radiant ward here, so they know exactly what is coming their way. Uh-oh, I may have messed up. I toggled the vision. Lacoste, help. I can't untoggle the vision. I'm either on Radiant or Dire. Wait, I think I've got a hotkey. I need to go in the settings.
I think you need to go to settings.
Yeah. Because I think F1 set on something else, but
That one's bugged.
yeah. You have to reset it after like every game. It's really weird. I just want to make sure there's not a fire before I go to the settings. They spoke up. They see this Ember. Ember, Blink Host Stomp, caught out by surprise. Can't be damaging the hexes there, and quick and easy kill. Storm's falling in for more. They're out, back to safety. See, look, that was a more captivating kill with the vision toggling. Let's get the hell out of this one. We're spectator. What are we looking for? Here we go. This one. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why it does that. But we're back. We got vision now.
Gyro only needs 1,000 gold to finish his Aghanim Scepter. I mean, this Gyro could have been any other hero.
Yeah. Hey, he's 3-0-8. He's having a great time. Paparazzi loving the farm he's getting, but yeah, it could be any carry right now, it feels like. I think it was important that it was a carry in lane that had all the kill potential, because they won that bottom lane. I think other heroes other than Gyro may have not done as well against that Dazzle plus Pengo lane. Gyro is definitely one of those heroes that kind of is a lane counter to Pengo.
10-second BKB on Storm Spirit. They have nothing to deal with that BKB.
Elk himself has a BKB with Blink Dagger though, so potential for that stun surprise with a blink in. But same time, on the Radiant side, Fade has that Aether Lens on Shadow Shaman, Blink queued up as well. Shaman's one of those heroes I always feel like kind of counters BKBs in a way because of the cast range that he gets with Aether Lens and then the talent at 15. It's so hard to use your BKB when you're getting hexed from Fog.
Now they have 2 Blink Daggers.
Okay.
If FNATIC wants to do something, the time is right now.
See if that's going to be the call.
Are scanning.
Dire scan, Radiant scan. Radiant will scout them out by their shrine. Are they going to go for this one? Gyro's going to walk right in, and the Dire smoked as well, and Centaur's Hoofstomp goes to start the fight here. They want this Ember Spirit, but Ember doesn't get a chance to get out of there, though, when the Storm's taking out the backlines as well. Alchemist, though, he's in the front lines. He's looking to go in the center. We'll finish him off with help of the Radiant Burn, and 5x coming in from FNATIC. They've lost the Alchemist, though. His BKB wearing off, and I don't even think Alch wants to buy back for this one. They're doing some good damage there with the Penguin, but the Storm, he's back in. Ori just wreaking havoc. Double kill already. The homing missile going to catch out Ice. And I believe that's going to be a triple kill. As Ember, he fought back for
That's
this one.
his last remnant.
Can he get this kill? Didn't hit the Searing Chains off of the Sleight of Fist, and he needs to be careful. Are they going to chase him down? They're TPing in at the shrine to the tier 1 tower to meet him, and Ori, he's got the Orchid here. Has got the mana for the pull as well. The Rocket Bros coming in. That's just going to be a dieback.
This game is not looking good for FNATIC. We can try to talk what they need to do. I said it's do or die for them right now, but we've seen bigger comebacks today, and it's only day number 1, so nothing lost yet.
Yeah. That's the thing. Secret came back from Megas, and they also had those 2 comebacks there. It's definitely not out of the realm of possibility, but always tricky. It's not going according to plan. Alchemist, you're picking this hero to farm incredibly fast, come online early, and have a gold lead. They're playing with a gold deficit at 25 minutes in without. That is the opposite of according to plan. And unfortunately for them, they're going to be having to play
4 bounty runes on top of that.
Yeah.
And VG Gaming is a really disciplined team.
Absolutely. They'll be looking to, you know, play around Roshan, play around their smokes, and not give any easy openings for FNATIC to take advantage of to get back into this game. So, pressure's more on FNATIC, you know? Come up with some clever moves that you can do to contest Roshan and get yourself out of the map, but not easy by any means. Centaur just saying, I'm gonna go get some retaliate stacks, right click some towers, and complete map control down here for VG Gaming.
After taking this tier 2 tower with the Shadow Shaman wards, they can actually threaten the high ground. Centaur has a lot of retaliate stacks, or they can get a pick off, turn that into Roche.
Man, this Ember net worth 7k only after buying back there. Still no BKB. They are going to channel the stun. They want this gyro. Can he get it before the BKB? It looks like the Stampede comes into play here. The Rolling Thunder in the cliff, between the ramp, doing all kinds of damage, but Ori's going in with the BKB. He's going to take out the supports. He wants the Alchemist as well. He's popped the BKB of his own. Runs back to the shrine, throws that stun on the Ogre Magi, but as soon as that Alch BKB wears off, they could be in some trouble here, but he's healed back up with the help of the shrine. Ember coming back into this fight, has a series chains maybe. Ori needs to be careful, he's being chain stunned here, but the hoof stomp from the low ground as well as the shackles, they're just chain stunning FNATIC and Ori. He's still alive for now, but the stun chases him, finishes him off. Alchemist somehow still alive, but not for long. The retaliate damage coming in from the Centaur.
And that was a dieback from Dazzle on top of that. So they lost 5 heroes, even though they killed 2 cores. Who got the kill? 900 gold for Alchemist.
Yeah, there's the. It was only a 200 gold chains. They will go high ground here, no buybacks. As we'll see some good damage dealt to the tier 2 tower. Here's a quick recap of that while this high ground push goes on. They blow up the gyrocopter, but they had to commit so much. Absolutely everything was used, and then Storm, he just comes zipping in. Cleans up the backlines, kills both, well, kind of supports. Ice Dazzle a core, but
yeah,
at this stage doesn't feel like it.
Try to stun a BKB out, so he needs to reset the cooldown. Meanwhile, we're gonna take the middle Raxus Centaur with the retaliate damage and Bloodlust.
Yeah, it was this re-engagement here. The Shaman positioned so well on the low ground. And Storm barely going down, but what a good team fight for VG Gaming. Storm ever so slightly overcommitting. That was definitely, I think he's going to look back on that fight and think, you know, I should have maybe played that a little safer. Getting that 1 extra kill is not worth him dying considering how far ahead you are, but big picture-wise, this game is still in VG Gaming's hands. They take mid-racks, they fall back, they take the shrine. It's not just the Storm here. There's a Gyrocopter with 15k net worth. There's a Centaur with 14k net worth. On
Shadow
the dire
Shaman
side,
has same amount of farm as her Ember Spirit.
ooh. Jabs, you know, a lot of pressure on the shoulders. You make this last-minute roster change for TI, replacing MP. Everyone's going to be questioning it, and I think when you start the day with a 2-0 over EG, the first thoughts is, damn, this was a good call, but this series here is looking a bit rough for FNATIC, but, you know, the group stage, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. Any individual game by itself is not the end of make or break moment. You've got to just win as many as you can and try to finish up in that winner bracket. As it stands right now, this game getting further and further away from FNATIC.
And now they killed the Roche. Aegis on Storm Spirit. Are we going to call Storm Spirit the best Aegis carrier in the game?
Yes.
Who's the second one?
Spectre.
Lesh?
I wouldn't say Spectre sounds decent.
We guess 2 out of 3. We're going to stop there.
Yep. Yeah, we'll be here all day. I mean, any character, but yeah. So, to the high ground we go once again. Maybe they're going to take out the shrines first. Methodical play from VG Gaming. You mentioned they're a disciplined team. Not a team that typically makes a lot of mistakes, and they may just be looking to wait for that next big opening. They're taking out all the vision on the map.
They want to surprise him with the smoke. Ember Spirit has a 10-second BKB.
This is the BKB reveal. This is basically the last hurrah, because this is a surprise when you're doing this into a freshly picked up Aegis. They definitely do not want to go in the Storm. Gyrocopter, though, they do want to go on. They're going to see him in just a second here. They've got the Abyssal Blade. They blink in with the Alchemist. They look to blow up the Gyrocopter. They succeed in doing so. They find the next target. It's the Ogre Magi, and there to get the kill there as well.
Nice. 2-man pickup. Storm Spirit was showing on the bottom lane. He was also sitting at half mana. Oh, Arcane Rune and 2 bounties. Can they get those?
Storm, I think, is zipping up there, knowing that FNATIC basically 5-man rotated for that smoke gang. Oh, Ember, that's okay.
Ooh.
And yeah, Bounty Rune still up top. Storm will grab both.
I want to see the attack speed on Storm Spirit with Bloodlust and Solar Crest.
Whew.
Even on Gyro.
Sounds juicy. Yeah, I imagine Gyro's going to be more often be the Solar Crest target, but
Yeah. But Storm Spirit also decided to go for attack speed on level 20, working towards Bloodthorn. He's gonna actually deal a lot of right-click damage mid lane.
Yep. Missile into the Sable Concoction. Have they got the damage for this? He's very tanky. And with the Shackles Surfboard trapped in the tree, they actually locked down the Alchemist, stopping the right clicks from coming on in. Ori's turned this one around as well with his BKB. He's just gone in, taking out the Dazzle. One of the Alk as well, but Alk defensively pops his BKB. Instead, he's going to have to just settle for Dubu on the AA. Ori, no, he's not going to. He's going for bigger fish. Fine. The kill on the high ground, that's the Ember, as Dubu, of course, does end up going down on the low ground to the Gyro.
We still have the Aegis, and now it feels like they want to close out this game. 20,000 net worth lead, 30 minutes in.
This is it. Going for that killing blow.
Let's see that attack speed.
It's Solar Crest on the Gyro. With the Bloodlust, he is hitting mighty fast here. Second lane of Rax looking to be claimed, and bottom lane is vulnerable without the tier 2 tower there, so they want to go for the Megas, they sure as hell can, and that's exactly where Ogre is headed. He's like, guys, I'm hitting it. Who's with me? Where's the Bloodlust? And it comes on out, and this is looking like all she wrote. If they get Megas here, oh, they blink in, they catch the Alchemist. Get him with the Sable
That's
Force
right,
on the
like
buyback. Yeah, outforce the buyback, and while all that's going on, they're losing their base. So even if you hold here, you don't feel good about it because of all those buybacks. And Ori sells an 8, so he can front line. He's going to go jumping right back in. There's just no defensive capabilities. He throws away his life to kill the Dazzle with the Orchid, and Tengu gets caught out in the backline. See, this Alchemist has no buyback having just used it. And FNATIC, this game looking done and dusted. The Rolling Thunder, just no damage here to get these kills. And
When it's time to call it, it's time to call it.
it is very much time to call it. They'll buy back the AA.
Does Lane have ulti?
Yeah. There's nothing left in the tank here. GG is called. FNATIC is taken out in game number 1.
Really clean performance by
Yeah.
VG Gaming. Not too many mistakes, maybe one overextension from the Storm Spirit, but overall pretty methodical.